Yeah, I think that is a position that I kind of got down pat, the technique and stuff. So, yeah.
Are you excited to not have to play left tackle for a minute, or are you kind of leaving that position like, okay, it's time, or did you want to miss it?
We really don't know right now. It depends on how the week goes, but whatever happens, whatever position, I'm basically ready for it.
I guess I mean more in general, whether it's this week or next week.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So.
I mean, whenever we do get bought back, it's gonna be a very, obviously gonna help our offense. So I kind of liked it out there. Kind of, it was fun while it lasted, but whatever to help the team.
So how do you feel about the way he comes back this week? Do you go to left guard or do you go to center?
That's still a question that we trying to figure out. So, just wait until Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whichever day, we make that decision and we'll get it done.
How do you feel about the way you adapted to left tackle?
You said what?
How do you feel about the way you adapted to left tackle? How do you feel about the way you played?
I feel like I played good. Things I could work on, things I could be better at, but I feel like overall I played good.
Do you feel like you could be a plus starter in this league at left tackle?
Yeah, I think I could. Just like I said, I feel like I played good. Playing in position for like the last 2 months, practicing in camp. I picked up on it a lot and the things it takes to play that position. So I feel like I could.
Is that something that you maybe would want in the future? I mean, the money's at that position, right? So is that something that is at all on your mind?
No, right now on my mind is to win the Super Bowl. So, 1 foot in front of the other.
Steno was saying that you could play any spot well with 3 or 4 days of practice. That's all you would need. How do you do that? Is that just natural ability or what is that?
It comes with natural ability, but you also got to attack it. Whatever position, you got to attack the technique that we making sure you get those extra reps in the individual, making sure you hone it in to where we get in practice, like going against the defense. So just attacking the position, whatever position it is, and making sure I'm using the proper technique throughout the week so it can translate on game day.
Hey, Elgton, what was the biggest takeaway from how you guys had to deal with all that pressure last week and apply moving forward, regardless if it's Jordan or Aaron?
Can you say that again?
What do you think you learned most about how that pressure came last week and how you can apply those lessons moving forward?
Yeah, we just got to have a better plan offensively. Make sure we're ready for those looks and the things that give us. 7-2. Team's been blitzing us all week, and last week we didn't have a plan. But I feel like with the coaches we got and the players we got, next time it happens, we'll have a plan.
What do you see when you look at the Seahawks defense? They've especially been trending upwards the last couple games.
Yeah, they got big guys up front. They got guys that fly around on the back end. Good guys. Just like I said, they got good players, guys that make plays, guys that be in the right position. So they're definitely a good defense.
Elton, I think a while ago, Bill asked you if you had to choose one position to play, what would it be? I think you said quarterback. Were you angling for some reps with a couple guys out last week?
Man, I thought I was gonna be the next up after Jordan, but we brought Blake Borders in, so they cut that out real short.
Obviously, there's a lot of talk outside of here about Odell Beckham Jr. If it does happen, or just the idea of it happening, kind of curious what you think of that. Another weapon on your offense.
Oh yeah, for sure. The more weapons, the better. He'll be a great asset to our offense and what we got going on with in our receiver room and just the offense as a whole. I feel like it'll just open up more than what we got right now.
Devontae was just talking about how he's got a little bit of a line into OBJ. So in the locker room, are you guys all kind of gathered around Devontae and trying to figure out what's going on since he's talking to him, or how does that look?
Not really. We're a Super Bowl contending team, and OBJ said he wanted to be on the contending team, and I feel like we got the best shot right now, and he can come add to us, and we just do our thing.
So you don't know where you're going to play. Does that mean, are you just telling us that, or do you actually know where you're going to play? Because I have a follow-up to that.
Oh, it depends. Like I say, it depends on what happens Saturday or Sunday. How guys feel, how the rotation goes. So I don't know.
Okay, so my question is, they play with like 8 or 9 or 10 guys. They rotate a whole bunch of guys through. How do you prepare for that? That you might have to go face Joe edge rusher one, or maybe you're going to take the nose tackle. How do you plan for all those different guys?
I just go play. I feel like I'm the type of person that I can I can only get beat if I do something to beat me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the person that's lined up ahead of me, I don't feel like they can do anything spectacular to beat me no matter what position I play. Only how I can get beat is I beat myself, basically.
Is there anything about the left tackle position that you know today that you didn't know when you started the season as far as actually being in there in a game setting? And
It's kind of like a mind game, kind of. You know, you give them different things. You switch up the set. You do different things, and the small things matter at tackle, at left tackle. Obviously, right tackle too. Just those small things that you can get covered up with at guard or center. At left tackle, those small mistakes get shown.
How do you think Yash stepped into, and is there a sense of pride for you and him being able to actually stem the tide the way you did when you don't have a 5-time All-Pro, at that spot?
I feel like Yash played great. The games, the 3-5 games he did play, I feel like he played real good. For that to be his first time taking regular season snaps, and I feel like the future bright for him at whatever position he may play. But I feel like he played great.
Do you hear from any linemen, whether it's here in your room or around the league, that ask you this season, how are you doing, what you've been doing, since it's pretty rare?
Yeah, I talked to Gabe Jackson, actually played for the Seahawks a lot. I trained with him down there at Tom Campbell Performance. But, yeah, we talk all the time, see how we doing, the guys that we facing each week. Obviously, he played right guard, I played left tackle, so there is no comparison right now. But, we talk a lot about how each other doing throughout the week. Deion, Calhoun, a lot of Mississippi State guys, really, I keep in touch with them. So,
did you just let yourself slip there? You just said I play left tackle, so you feel like that? That's where you're at? You just
that's the position I played last week, so I can only go off there.
All right.
Yeah.
How has Dave kind of contributed to the line without being able to play so far this season? What kind of contributions has he made, whether it be in the room or at the sidelines or whatever?
Yeah, he's a very big energizer guy, so he keeping everybody energized, making sure the things that I see, the things that he see that I probably don't see on the field, he helped me out with those things. He always just a helping hand for everybody, basically. I can go down from giving people water right now while he's not playing, or towels, anything. So he always a helping hand on the field, off the field, in our meeting room. So he's just being a pro, being a leader.
Have any of those
Got time for one more?
Those younger guys like Royce or Runyon, have they come to ask you any advice about guard and stuff like that as they've had to hold down those spots?
Yeah, I feel like they're just football talk. The small talk and the small details that we talk about throughout the week in the room and all that. I just feel like it's football talk. So it's constantly a conversation about, how you feel about this, how you feel about that. And I also ask them, what they see right here and what they see, you feel me? Like what they see on different looks and stuff. So I just feel like it's football talk, and the guys in our room love football, so we talk about it a lot. So.
We haven't been in the locker room. I didn't know if you meant that was the last question or there was one more. Sorry. Is this okay?
Sure.
Thanks.
We got a minute, sorry.
Thanks, Nick.
We're pretty quick.
We haven't seen you in the locker room in 2 years, right? But when you came in, you're the new kid, you're quiet, you're soft-spoken, and now you can just feel how confident you are, how good you feel about how you played the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
How much growth have you felt, and how much has it done for you to go out and play as well as you have at left tackle, just in terms of your own belief in yourself?
I feel like my first year, it was not more showing than talking, because obviously that was my first year in the league. So what can I talk about, or what can I say that I done? But now I'm playing in my third year, playing 2 years. I feel like I'm way more confident at playing each position, and just being around in the locker room, on the field, knowing everything just slowed down. So I feel real good right now.